Today I will show you how to assemble and install an access ladder on a Ram ProMaster. Tools needed are door panel tool, marker, 3/16 and 5mm Allen key, 6-inch extension, drill with a 5/16 drill bit, impact with a 1/2-inch socket, a tape measure, and touch-up paint. Check to make sure that you have all the hardware: interior plates, gaskets, lock washers, 1.5-inch button head Allen bolts, flat washers, ladder adapters 1, 2, and 3, 1-inch button head Allen head bolt and washers, 1/2-inch cylinder head Allen bolts. My ladder side rails and rungs and rubber end caps are already assembled with the 1.5-inch Allen countersink bolts. With the small bend at the bottom, hold the ladder against the vehicle. I'm going to mount the upper feet above this ridgeline and the lower feet below the license plate. Take adapter 3 and 2 and place them on the side rails. Measure the distance to the end cap to the desired position. Use 4 1/4-inch by 1/2-inch cylinder head Allen bolts to fasten the ladder adapters to the rail with a 3/16 Allen key. Follow the same steps for the remaining adapters. Once those are tight, mount the ladder adapter number 1 to adapter number 2 with 2 5/16 by 1-inch button head bolts, 4 flat washers, 2 lock washers, and 2 5/16 nuts. Use the 5mm Allen key to hand tighten only, as these will need adjusting. Follow the same steps for the remaining adapters. Use the rubber gaskets on the feet for the next few steps so that you don't damage the vehicle. I'll use butyl tape to stick the gasket to the adapter. On the driver's side rear door, use the door panel tool to remove the lower inside panel. This will give us access to the area under the license plate. With the door shut, center the ladder rails with the license plate so that you are not blocking it. Line up the upper and lower feet to the exact position where they will be mounted. Mark the holes on the upper feet only. Remove the ladder and drill the holes with the 5/16 drill bit. Be exact as possible so that the holes will still line up with the ladder adapter. Clean off the metal shavings and paint or primer the holes so that they won't rust. You can also use a weatherproof silicone sealer. Insert the 5/16 by 1.5-inch button head bolts through the holes in the feet and rubber gasket on the upper ladder adapters only. Hang the ladder from the upper ladder adapters using the holes drilled in the door. Go inside the vehicle and mount the interior plates with 4 5/16 flat washers, lock washers, and nuts. Fully tighten at this time. Check to make sure that the feet are tightened evenly. Measure the distance from the edge of the ladder adapter to the edge of the door. Use this measurement for placement of the lower adapter. Double check by stepping back and eyeing up the ladder rail with the edge of the door. Mark the lower adapter holes, drill and paint as in the previous steps. Use the 5/16 by 1.5-inch button head Allen bolts to fasten the feet and interior mounting plates. On the inside edge of the door, the handle linkage will run right next to where your ladder adapter foot is going to mount. Remove the linkage from the clip and reinstall after the interior plate is fastened with the 5/16 flat washers, lock washers, and nuts. Reinstall the lower door panel and replace all the fasteners. Now that the access ladder is mounted to the vehicle, we need to make sure that the ladder adapters 1 and 2 line up with each other. Fully tighten the adapters. When fully opening the door of a ProMaster with an access ladder mounted to the door, you need to mount something to the truck to prevent the ladder from damaging the side of the vehicle. I'm using a rubber bumper with an adhesive backing to mount to the vehicle where the access ladder would make contact. Your access ladder install is complete.